Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on that show, and I'm here to do my first of 3 college football recaps, my first of 2 ranked matchups. We'll have Kentucky later tonight. Oh boy, can't wait to recap Kentucky. But yeah, this wasn't a pretty game by any means by both teams, but it was just simple. Tennessee outplayed Alabama in the second half. Tennessee really hurt themselves, in the first half. They missed a few field goals. They had a fumble. So it wasn't a pretty win by any means for Tennessee, but a win's a win. Nico played better late in this football game. Yeah, he had the interception, but he got the touchdown and ended up winning it. But they ran the football very well, especially in the second half. Especially Dylan Sampson, man. He's the best player on this team right now. He had 26 carries, 139 yards, 5.3 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal game from Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson, yeah. You gotta give Nico credit as well after ripping him up in the first half, because he simply wasn't good in the first half. They had 0 points at halftime, but they outscored him 20... What did they outscore him? 24... They scored him 24 of the points in the second half. They outscored him 24-10 in that second half. Man, Alabama just has not looked good these last 3 weeks. Even Vandy, they lost. At South Carolina, they almost choked. In this game, they choked in that second half. But you gotta give Nico credit, because after ripping up in the first half, he made the 2 biggest throws of the season in the second half. He answered the call, I thought, in the second half. It was a huge reason they won. And Dylan Sampson cemented himself tonight. He's been there, one of the more underrated running backs people haven't talked about this year. Most notably, this defense isn't just good, it's great. Because Alabama's offense has looked really good this year. And Tennessee, you gotta give Tennessee credit defensively. They got 2 interceptions. They got 1 in the end zone where Jalen Milroe threw it right to them, and they forced 1 to end the game. So the defense played really well. Besides that one drive where Alabama got a touchdown, I think, in the 4th quarter, they really didn't do much. And Tennessee, they've got back-to-back wins over Alabama in Neyland Stadium. Nico made a fantastic throw to Chris Brazil there late in this football game. They ended up really beating the winning touchdown, and then Tennessee added a field goal on top of that. Gotta give credit to the kicker, man. He missed 2 field goals, 2 long field goals. Before them, made the field goal to make it a touchdown game, and then they got an interception to end it. Yeah, Dylan Sampson's so underrated. Nico also had 9 runs, 44 yards, 4.9 yards per carry. Then Deshaun Bishop, 5 runs, 36 yards, 7.2 yards per carry. So they ran the football good as a whole. And Alabama just couldn't, man. Their running backs just aren't as good as in the past, where they've had really good running backs. So you got Najee Harris, Derrick Henry, guys like that. They just don't have that good running back. Because Tennessee was able to run the football really well, 214 total rushing yards. And each team had 23 total first downs, but Alabama's defense kind of struggled on 3rd downs. Alabama's offense was only 3 of 14. Tennessee was 7 of 15. That was a huge difference on 3rd downs. And there was a lot of penalties. Tennessee even had 3 turnovers to Alabama's 2. But those 2 turnovers were really costly by Alabama. One that prevented them from getting points, and then 1 to end the game. But there was a lot of penalties, 15 total penalties for Alabama, 11 for Tennessee. But Tennessee was able to hold them to 7 freaking punts and only 75 rushing yards, and really limited Jalen Milroe, 25 of 45, 239, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions for Jalen Milroe. I mean, Saban with this team right now would be undefeated, because he's one of the greatest coaches ever, and Cohen DeBoer, don't know, man. He's learning on the job, because there was undisciplined penalties all day on the Tide. They didn't capitalize on the turnovers. There was turnovers by Tennessee. They didn't capitalize off those turnovers, and they didn't show semblance of a plan to deal with the Vols' pass rush. They couldn't run the ball. Jalen Milroe's kind of regressed, and also he lost to Vandy this year. Like, Vandy's not a bad team. But you're Alabama. You're supposed to beat Vanderbilt. They just can't run the football either. That's another problem. Like I'm mentioning, they can't run. What I was mentioning. I don't know if all these quarterbacks most of these quarterbacks might freaking suck. Coming out of this draft class, man. Carson Beck, Joe Milroe, my God. The best one, I guess, maybe Cam Ward. Look, and also this wasn't a good game plan as well. He isn't good enough to pass the ball 45 times. They had him pass the ball 45 times because they weren't able to run. You look at Jamarian Miller, 12 runs, 42 yards, 3.5 yards per carry. Justice Haynes, 8 runs, 22 yards, 2.8 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. Jalen Milroe, there was a lot of pressure. I don't know how many times he got sacked, but he got sacked a lot in this game. And there was a lot of pressure. The offensive line couldn't handle it. And that's a product of them not being able to run the football because they don't have that running back, that true number 1 running back. And they forced Jalen Milroe to throw it 45 times, which was an advantage because he's not the best throwing quarterback. That's kind of just my thoughts. Ryan Williams, 8 catches, 73 yards, 1 touchdown. I think he's caught 7 of the 11 touchdowns by Alabama wide receivers, dude. Best receiver on the team by far. But Milroe sucked. Outside of Ryan Williams, I swear, they don't really have anybody. He got like, what, 20 targets today? 19, 20 targets. Jeremy Bernard, 5 catches, 72 yards. Kendrick Law, 4 catches, 37 yards. Justice Haynes, 5 catches, 34 yards. And then C.J. Dupree, 2 catches, 21 yards. And Jamarian Miller, 1 catch, 2 yards. As Alabama drops to 5-2, Tennessee, Nico Lamaleva, how do you say his name? 14-27, 194, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Look, I didn't think he played well, but he come up big on that last drive to get the touchdown. We talked about the running game. Brew McCoy, 6 catches, 80 yards. Dante Thornton, 3 catches, 70 yards. And then Chris Brazile, 2 catches, 27 yards, and 1 touchdown. Ethan Davis, 2 catches, 12 yards. And then Holden Stays, 1 catch, 5 yards. And Tennessee improves to 6-1 here, 24-17 victory for the Vols. 2 straight wins they've got over Alabama and Neyland. And they've got the cigars smoking. Yeah, didn't Alabama come in there earlier today smoking cigars? Yeah. But yeah, 24-17, Tennessee beats Alabama, number 11 beats number 7, so it's really all I gotta say here. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks, I'm out. Peace.